We have a painting creator, and this is a type of a rotoscoping creator where the best example would be is if you had a map, for instance, and you're doing a family vacation and you wanted to show the route of the drive, say from San Francisco to Ottawa, and you wanted to show going through the different highways. This will allow you to sort of basically draw out those highways and animate the route. We have a music view, so if you go into the sound mixer view, you can, as you're playing, you can turn up and turn down your music real time in the timeline, and be able to sort of adjust everything using a very simple mixer. And finally, the template, the instant project button. And this is what we talked about in the webinar. This is the starting point of a project. So let's go into that. So you click on Instant Project, and a dialog opens up here showing you a number of the templates that are available within VideoStudio. Each template is within a template category. So for instance, we have HD templates, and we have slideshows and projects and so on and so forth. So for instance, in this one here, the HD slideshow, it'll give you a preview of this one. For instance, it's using our sketch filter. It's having some transitions happening there. And as you scroll down, you can see the different types of templates there. We can also go to this HD project one. And these are all HD projects. These are 1080p. You can use them in 1080p, whatever you like. So for instance, we have albums, very straightforward albums that you can use, that the book title opens up, and then you have a number of different pictures showing in there. The one I'll pick is this little travel template here. And this travel template has got kind of a worldly view, allows you to go in here and put in some sort of vacation footage and pictures. So let's make a slideshow here using some of the photos from a vacation in that. What you do then is you just pick Add to the template to the beginning and Insert. And what it will do is it will take that whole project and insert it in the timeline. So you'll notice here I have this project happening. And I'm not sure how the GoToMeeting shows the panning and scrolling and stuff like that, but you get an idea that if I hit play on this here, you'll see that the picture is sort of rotating and zooming a bit, like that. I don't know if you can hear the music in the background, but it does come with some basic music. So you use a template. This is a very good starting point. So the best way to use a template is to go into your photos, for instance, and we have, for instance, on picture number 1, which is a placeholder, and you want your own picture in there. So let me just scroll down through my pictures and find the first picture I want to put in here. And say, for instance, this picture here, I'll take it and drag it into the placeholder, and if I hold down Control, it replaces the clip. Now, when you do this clip replace, it will inherit all of the properties of that placeholder. So, for instance, the rotate, the zoom, the pan, everything will be put into there, as well as scaling it into the frame. So you can go down through your timeline very, very quickly and grab different pictures. Let's say, for instance, here's a picture of a helicopter dropping water. And we'll just grab that. Let me find it here again. Where is it? There it is. And we'll drag that down here, replace that clip, and you'll notice it got put in there. I can go down further down my timeline and replace this next clip with, say, a beach scene, and so on and so forth. So I can just keep going down through my timeline, just picking the placeholder images and be able to put a production together. And what vacation would not be complete without some burgers. Put that in there as well. And you can see so that now as I'm going through my timeline, I'm using all the pictures that I have from my vacation, but I don't have to go in here and manually change each one to fit into the production itself. This is the same for titles. Each template comes with titles. So if I go in here and I double-click on this title here, and that's just the way you do it, you just double-click in the timeline. You double-click on that title, and in place you'll be able to put it into the placeholder text. So I'll put down here old car, capitalized car. And then if I click back down here, the title that was originally there from before, the old car title, the VideoStudio title, will now change to old car, and it's animated as well. So you'll notice that the title itself is taking on the properties of the other one. And you can go down through the template here and find the next one. For instance, I'll double-click on that title, and there it is again. And I'll put down fire, because in this case they had a forest fire where we were camping, and they were dumping water on our campsite. very safe. So here we have, again, there's fire and camping. So you can go down through your whole timeline here, and if I zoomed to fit the whole project in the timeline, you'll notice that all these pieces can be replaced very, very quickly. When you go to put these out to a disk or something, you just hit the Share tab and be able to put those to DVD or to Blu-ray or out to the web or to Vimeo or Windows Media to share them onto YouTube, whatever you like. So it's a very, very straightforward way of doing that. So that's a little bit more to this. So for instance, this template opens up with a picture in that spot there, right at the beginning. So say I want a little bit better intro. What you can do is VideoStudio allows you to do some ripple editing. So on the right side here, you'll notice there's locks. If I click these locks, I can say, for instance, allow ripple editing for all these different things. And what that means is that when I insert something into the timelines, that if it's before something, everything down the timeline will ripple down the timeline, so the placement won't change. So let me go up here and find a video. Let me just go into my video tab and scroll down here. Let me find the same piece that I was using. Okay. Just go back to video here. So we use this one here, and I can just drag that into the timeline here, and it will ripple everything down the bottom here. You'll notice it's all gone down over here. You can also copy and paste within VideoStudio. So let me just undo this, and I'll show you how I can copy and paste the background of the other one. So just do an undo. And what you do is you right-click on this clip here, and there's a couple of things. You can copy and paste in the timeline to be able to insert the clip, but you can also add this to your own library, maintaining all the effects. So let's do that. So inside of my library, I've got video. So I have vacation effects and stuff. I can take this, and I can drag it back into my library. So now within this vacation video, I have my background. So if I scroll through here, you'll notice it's the plain background that was being used in that other production. And I will then take this and insert it at the beginning of the timeline. So there I have this happening right at the beginning. So there's my background. So let's add a title to this background. It says vacation. So what I really liked is, as you saw in my titles, I made a title a little early on that's it's got a little bit of a vacation sort of feel to it. So I can just drag that into my title track, and there's my vacation. I double click on this, and what we can do is type in whatever I like. Forest fire, and it will maintain basically all the effects that I put on that title. So VideoStudio is very nice because once you have a look that you really, really like, you can go in and save it for later on. So say, for instance, I really like that title, how it comes on like this, and I have it zooming in and zooming out using the effects. I can right-click on this title and say copy. Then I'll put that as a next title, and I'll say here, for instance, additional fun and flames. And you know, you can just keep doing this. We have alignment tools on the right side. As I'm using a title, you've got your alignment tools. I can say align to the center there. And now scroll through here. You'll notice that the forest fire comes on, and then fun and flames comes on. And you can just keep adding and adding and adding. So we'll put another one in. I'll put that one right here. Embers. And then I'll align that to the center. You can also change the colors here if you like. If you wanted to go in, you can just quickly go in and change the colors of the title. You can do drop shadows. You can do text backgrounds. We even have a